Alright, it's on you.
All right, yeah, we're gonna start it off, man. Let's get talking with it, dog. So, hey, man, we're gonna talk about this U of H A&M game. How you feeling about it, dog?
UH, baby.
Yeah.
UH.
Yeah, hey, man, that was a big game, dog.
Yeah, alma mater. UH, baby.
Yeah.
UH. Let's go.
Hey, so we started off saying it was a dogfight. It was gonna be a dogfight. How you feeling about the game? You watched the whole thing. You get to get a good snippet or what?
Look, I'm gonna tell you the real. I love close games. I'm a fan, right? I love close games, nail biters like this.
Yeah.
I can't stand these close games when it's my team. I do not want us to be in a close game, bro.
Oh man.
Now we was up like maybe going into the last minute of this game by like 9 points.
Yeah, a good 10-point lead. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
and so like I was sitting there watching it with my wife. She decided to go ahead and go to bed. It looked like we had this wrapped up. I cut on the game.
Yeah.
I moved the game to my tablet, and I cut on the game.
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting here playing. I'm on the 2K. I'm looking to the side because I figured we got it locked.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they start catching Wade Taylor. Wade
Forgot.
Taylor the fourth.
Yeah.
Start going off all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Start splashing these crazy threes, man. It didn't make no sense.
Yeah.
And then this kid Anderson Garcia hits a buzzer beater.
Yeah, that's wild.
Oh
I was
my
gonna
God.
say that buzzer beater was nuts. The way Taylor, that was the whole thing. I said they needed to stop. They need to stop him to win this game. And
Yeah.
he had a quiet 21 points. He had 21 points, but they were very quiet for me
Well,
until he started going off.
Yeah,
in the second
yeah.
half of
You
the
can
game.
tell they leaned on him at the end of that game.
Yeah.
But prior to that point, he had been missing a whole bunch of shots. I mean, I can make the
Exactly.
argument he missed shots even at that point.
Yeah.
Because he was just letting them fly. One of them last threes he put up during regulation
Yep.
had no chance.
Yeah.
He didn't even look at the goal that long. He
Yeah.
just threw it up there.
Man, so what's crazy though is we can't discount U of H because they played a great game.
Yeah.
But besides the foul trouble, which is what I think got us into that hole.
You can't. There's no way to overlook the foul trouble. We went to overtime with 4 starters on the bench because they had fouled out. 4 out of 5 starters had fouled out. That didn't make no sense to me, and I just knew it was over at that point too.
Yeah.
When I saw when Shed was out, Cryer was out.
Shea went out last, but Cryer went out first with 55 seconds left in the
Sharp went out
in the
in
second
OT.
half. Yeah, so LJ for me was the biggest one. I don't know why. When LJ went down, it was a foul. I don't think he thought it was a foul. He was upset. Him and Samson were having words. I was like, man, just aggression. He's a competitor. But I was like, come on, bro. Like, this is not good. Then, like you said, Sharp went down. I'm like, oh. We still got Sharp. Sharp went down. I'm like, oh, dude. Still got Sheed. Okay, Sheed, please bring it home. When he fouled out.
Actually, I found he pronounced his name Shed.
Shed. Okay, I was saying it wrong.
I was saying Shed on the last.
Shed. Okay, cool.
yeah.
Bet. Well, once he started going off, bro, I was like, please don't foul out, bro.
Shed is the X factor here. Shed can take us all the way. I seen how good he is up to this point, and as long as he plays well, he can take us all the way. Shed went for 21 points and 10 assists.
Yep.
Just Mr. Efficiency right here.
Yeah.
21 and 10 will lead you to a win in this game, man. And at least it should lead you to a win.
I think he's our leader for the team, but
No,
I
he
think
definitely
I
is.
think the main reason why he did have that many points was just because he had more minutes than the rest of the starters.
Yeah.
Because Sharp had 30. Sharp had a 30-piece.
Sharp was different.
30-piece McNuggets, my boy.
Sharp
30
was
piece.
different. Sharp was out there getting his sharp shooting on.
Yeah, but like it was
Sharp
another
was
day.
a sharp shooter.
It was just another day in the
Sharp
gym.
was Ray Allen out there. He was J.J. Redick.
Putting up
Sharp was
buckets.
out here. Sharp went for 30 points on 7 for 14 3-pointers made. He shot 50%
Yeah, I
from
like
the
that
3.
number. Yeah,
Who
we like
shoots
that.
50% from 3 with 14 shots?
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
I was gonna say LJ.
That's
LJ's
crazy.
getting buckets too, but he didn't get that this game. But I'm saying,
LJ Cryer, he put up 20 points, but he went 3 for 10.
Yeah.
On 3-pointers made.
and
So
I
he
thought he
shot
was having
30%.
and I thought he was having a slope of a game. That wasn't his best performance. That's why I say he can if he wants to.
His second half was pretty live.
Yeah.
I liked Cryer, and it looked like Cryer himself was going to be able to put us above A&M in this game.
Yeah.
But then, boys started fouling out. Tyrese Radford put up 27, 15, and 6. The best
Jeez.
numbers in the whole game was from this guy.
Yeah.
But Wade Taylor was the guy who had the ball in his hand at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So
Which he needed to. He seemed like their leader, which, like I said, we played a great game. I think the fouls got us in a hole, But that's the other reason why I think that we won this game. Whereas if we don't do it right against Duke, is we will lose a game. We gonna lose against Duke.
Before we get to Duke, Coach Sampson says that this team was harder to beat this go around than they were the first time, which clearly the overtime ruling tells you that, right? They ended up winning 100-95, but they had to go use an overtime to get it. I can make a great case though that A&M shot themselves out of this game.
Yeah.
The man Wade Taylor the fourth, 21 points on 5 for 26.
Sheesh.
You took each shot is worth at the very least 2 points, fam. So to have 21 points, but you took 26 shots.
He was trying to get something
started.
Yeah, you can tell he was trying to get something started, and that's what I said. I think that we just played tough defense where you can't have him have the ball. He's there. He was there to start.
Never want your numbers to look like that.
Yeah,
is the point. Young boys that's watching, you never want your numbers to look like this. You cannot put up more shots than the amount of points you put up.
You gotta pass it to
you get free throws as well, which don't count towards that shot total. Your free throws will add points to your total without running up that shot total and running down your shot percentage.
Yeah.
And some of these points, some of these shots are worth 3.
Yeah.
Which means there was no excuse for this.
And ones, and that's the problem. That's how they lost this game.
He very well could have shot them out of that game, but there was a bigger problem here than that.
Really?
An even bigger problem. So the final score was 100-95. That's a 5-point game. I got here, A&M went 29 of 45 on free throws.
Thank you. That's what I said. That's what I'm talking about. The free throws is a big. If there's one thing they are practicing right now, which I would be, it's free throws.
16 free throws were missed. 16 points unaccounted for in a game that you lost by 5.
Wow.
Need I say more?
And have to go into overtime. They would have to even go to overtime.
Your free throws didn't even cost you as much because you went to overtime. I don't know. Great game played. It's a great game to see if you're a fan of the sport.
Yeah.
But when you dive deep into these numbers, you see A&M didn't really play well enough to win this game. They played well enough to keep it and to keep themselves in the mix and then get it to OT. But even with all of these starters we had fouled out, they didn't give themselves a chance to win this game. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board and try this all over again next year.
Yeah, they need to try something different because, the game plan didn't work. It failed, but I think that they played a great game. I do think they played a great game.
For us, it's on to the next.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Getting to Duke, that is exactly what I was going to get into is Duke's not missing 16 free throws, bro. Duke's not having 16 unaccounted free throws. They are getting buckets, and that is why, once again, U of H is going to have to make sure that they do not beat themselves in this game.
U of H is playing number 4 Duke on Friday the 29th at 8:39 p.m. That's a Houston time because our viewers would be here, right?
Yep. The home team.
And U of H is the heavy favorites in this matchup. ESPN gives us a 77% chance of victory. Really? But then when you look at where they putting it, like everybody's got it being like a 4 to 6 point game.
Which it should be. It's March Madness. I feel like all these scores are pretty close. Besides, some of them I'm looking at are some big blowouts, but for the most part, they're pretty close games.
They got us on upset watch here. I don't think it's gonna be that close. Like I hope I'm not wrong, but looking at these guys, they play hard. They had a first round matchup against Vermont in round 1. They beat them 64-47. Which in turn, in layman's terms, means they only allowed 47 points and put up 64. Okay. But then they beat James Madison in the last round in round 2.
Yeah.
93-55, a blowout.
So saying big score right there. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm hoping that means that it was James Madison that had no business being there, more so than Duke just all of a sudden. These guys, right?
Yeah, and that's the main thing. I'm gonna go back and watch some of that film because we're covering this stuff live, so I'm gonna go back and watch.
Well,
some
I
of
can
those
tell you.
games.
I can tell you about one kid. They got one key player here. His name is Jared McCain, number 0. You gotta look out for him. You seen what Sharp was doing for us against A&M? McCain did that exact same thing for them against James Madison. Put up 30 points on straight 3-pointers made, but he did it a little bit more efficient than the 50% game we was just raving about. Sharp went 7 for 14.
Yep.
Gave you 30 points on 7 for 14 3-pointers made. McCain gave him 8 for 11. one more 3-pointer
Quality
with
buckets,
3 less
man.
shots.
Quality buckets, bro. Quality buckets.
Yeah, so 8 for 11, that would put them at 77%, 78%. Something crazy. If he shoots 78% from 3, we probably get blown out.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Because guys
defense,
don't shoot
man.
78% from 3.
I think they're not seeing U of H's type of defense. We're number 1 right now.
Yeah.
We riding that wave, and we keep riding that wave. And that's why I think that defense is what defense wins championships. What they say, huh? That's saying.
Well,
but
that's what we leaning on right now, and I understand it. But over that is the fact that U of H is a team filled with veterans, guys that have been there before, like guys that a lot of them played on the team last year when we made a Final Four berth. I believe I was watching that game. I believe we lost to Miami. It pissed me off, and then Sasser ended up getting drafted, and so he couldn't make the run for us. But you know, this team might even be better. This team is likely better than the one we went to the Final Four with last year.
You got a lot of people that are actually favoring U of H to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one. I'm not.
Well, ESPN analysts put us on upset watch for this game against Duke, but that's because everybody loved Duke. I can't wait to see him.
That's the whole reason why we started the home team, bro. It's because they don't put us in where we need to be. They don't talk about the H. We getting on the map.
Just a little background. The reason we so geeked is U of H has never won this March Madness tournament. U of H at best has 2 years in which it made runner-up.
Okay.
And those were the years that Hakeem Olajuwon were at U of H in 1983 and 1984.
One time.
For reference, Duke, one of the blue blood teams, one of the teams that is historic for always being in great positions in this tournament, has won this tournament 5 times. The latest time being in 2015 with a team that featured Justice Winslow, Jahlil Okafor, who was, I believe, drafted number 1 overall, maybe number 2, the year D-Lo came out. Tyus Jones, Grayson Allen. These are all guys that was on that team, and not to mention the legendary Coach K.
Jeez.
Coach Krzyzewski was there coaching. Right now, they're being coached by John Scheider. This is his 2nd season, and his 1st season last year, they lost in the 2nd round to Tennessee, 52-65. And so he's making another go at it this year. He's already, after winning this game against James Madison, he's already done better than he did last year because that's where they lost. So winning this game would be an add-on to what he's done. But he ain't Coach K.
No.
All that blue blood nonsense, it's over now.
No, it's different.
John Shire and his boys going down.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got U of H winning. I don't know about the score. I say we win by 5. Hopefully that's what it is.
It is time for us to win one.
Yeah.
We don't have none. 1984. It's showtime.
Yeah.
They need to go out here and understand the part they get to play in history with. Go get that.
I like it.
C7 was good. Loving the way I ride. Yes, sir. Loving the way I